Okay, here we are. We're going to be starting the vlog number 2 here. I got a passenger on board with me this time around. My lovely wife, Susan, is traveling with me today on this South Loop. I like to call it Bayhead Road Loop. Really nice road out here with a couple curvy situations, bumpy situations. Farming situations. There's always a lot of traffic at this red light on a Sunday. Everybody wants to get out and get moving. All right, here we go. So we just come down Ayers Road off of 41. You just take that straight on out. Take it all the way to Spring Lake Highway, which is 577. And while we're riding, let's say hello to our passenger back here. There's my lovely wife, Susan. All right. Let's get after it, as I always say on my pressure washing channel. Got to get after it to have fun in life. So that's what we're doing. This is the first time my wife's been on the bike in 10 years. And she's rather enjoying it, which is a good thing. But anyway, back to what we're out here to do, and we're out here to talk about the area. A lot of people have at least minimum 5 to 10 acres out here. Most have more than that. I know the guy that lives right there. Used to clean his pool cage all the time, and I don't know what happened. Anyway, customers come and go, you know. Maybe he bought a pressure washer and he does it himself. But anyway, if you want to get away for the weekend, we have all these blueberry fields out here to the right. Open pastures, a lot of hay harvesting going out here. There's good money in that stuff. I think you can get like 250 bucks a roll for it, 200 to 300, depending on what the grade is. Friendly cyclists are good cyclists. It's always nice coming out here on the weekend. Not a lot of traffic. There's a lot more traffic out here during the week because people that travel to go to work take this shortcut through here, or country roads. Less traffic, you know. A lot of times if I want to get over to I-75 and I got to get to Dade City or something like that, I go ahead and take this route here. Drink a nice hot cup of coffee, stop for a donut maybe. Don't do that very often, but once in a while. Get a little snack for the ride. A lot of sport bike riders come out here and tear this stuff up. I have a couple little 400s that I come out here on, but I'm getting up there in age. I'm 64, so I'm just out here to have a nice ride and relax. All that racing around I used to do when I was a kid, I made it all through that, so why push your luck, right? But these roads are, this is a rough road right here. It's actually got that really rough gravel finish. So if you crash on this stuff, you're gonna peeling off the skin, you know what I mean? Anyway, just be a safe rider. Won't have to worry about any of that, right? But this is a great loop, and I hope you're all enjoying it. We are on the 650 2019 Versys. This bike is equipped with a GPS, TomTom Rider 550. Of course, we have a cup holder, and we do have the heated grip controls down that way. I do a lot of riding in the mountains, so this coming season 2023 September I have a trip planned, and I always stay at the lodge at Tellico in Tellico Plains. which is right at the base of the Cherahalla Skyway, one of the best riding roads in the country. A lot of cattle guys out here. Cows are small down here in Florida because of the heat. And back to the beginning here, when we were coming down Ayers Road, when you get to that light and you cross over, the road is called Hey Man. Hey Man, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, what are you doing? I'm riding on Hayman Road on a Sunday morning with my charming, lovely passenger on the back. And if you are thinking about getting Versys, my wife says that seat back there, stock, is very comfortable. She's pleasantly surprised. That's 2 friendly. We'll keep count of that today. That's 2 for the friendly guys. Haven't seen any other guys yet. This is wonderful coming through here, you know. Wouldn't it be nice to live out here in the country? Maybe someday. Looking at Tennessee. I'd like to move close to where I ride in my retirement days. A little cooler weather. See the seasons, you know, see the leaves change and all that. Alright, that's 4 for 4. Very cool. Friendly guys today. There's 5 for 5. Oh boy. Kind of reminds you of when you were a kid, you know. Used to count station wagons or, you know, whatever. Volkswagen things. We used to count those. Anyway, you're going to make a right here. Spring Lake Highway, which is going to turn into 577. You make a right here. Now what we're going to be looking for is Church Road, which is going to be up here on the left a little ways down. And Spring Lake Highway does turn into 577. Speed limit's 55, so it's good cruising speed. Some really nice homes out this way as well. But it's a unique ride, different looks, different curves, different road surfaces. Once you get to know the area out here, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But a lot of people come down here from up this way from Pinellas. And there's a group called the Local Riders Group on Facebook. Look them up. They're out of Newport Richey. Cheryl Draga is the president and founder of the page, of the group. Nice people. Everybody gets along good. They're like family. They get a lot of members. And they do a lot of events. They're doing one today. It's a small bore ride and greet. I think it's a morning breakfast ride. So if you have a Grom or anything that's small, that's a very cool group of people. They have those kind of days on the Tail of the Dragon in Robbinsville. That's another famous road that you can go on. This is Church Road, like I said. We're going to make a left here. We'll take this until it ends. Like I said, this is a unique loop, and I call it the Bayhead Road Loop. South Loop. So when I want to go for a ride on a Sunday morning and I don't want to be gone all day, which I rarely go all day long when I'm home. Some days I have a buddy of mine who comes up and goes for a ride with me, and we'll go up to Floral City. That's going to be another one of my vlogs. We're going to go to a place, pretty famous place up north there in Floral City called Sleepy Hollow. The place burned down quite a few years ago. It was an angry customer in there, and they cut him off because he was too drunk and belligerent to get along with everybody. So he decided that he's going to burn the place down, and boy, he did. So there's a new owner of the property. He's been having to deal with the county and getting permits, but he has accomplished getting it rebuilt. I hear that he finally got his pole barn put up. He's making a pole barn into the establishment. He's going to put the stage under, so you can see the bands if it's raining or whatever. But not too many bikers go up there when it's raining. But if it is, you can take your car, right? Get out of the house on the weekend, help the guy out. He doesn't have a liquor license yet, but he does have ice cold beer for donations. So you make a donation. I always give him $5 for a beer. What the hell? Help the guy out. Then he has a food truck there that has really good burgers and chicken and hot dogs and whatever. I'll take that back. He's against hot dogs. Doesn't sell those on the property. It's that lips and butt thing, I think. You never know what's in a hot dog, right? Those are the myth stories of a hot dog. I don't know anybody that actually works in a hot dog plant, but I'm sure that no matter what you eat, I'm sure you've eaten something that you'd prefer not to have in your mouth. Who knows, right? What you don't know won't kill you. That's what they say, I guess. I've been working on that house a while, taking some time. It's got the roof on though. Cool. It's a nice place. Seen a horse. The guy used to put his hay bale on the porch there, and the horse just used to eat from the porch. Pretty unique. Reminds you of the Beverly Hillbillies or something like that. The tree farm, magnolia trees, some kind of cypress alongside it. It's beautiful out here, and Florida's pretty much flat everywhere, but when you come to Spring Hill and Brooksville and over in Claremont, there's some hills over there. Used to play at a golf course called the Diamond Players Club. I used to play over there quite a bit with my father-in-law and my dad and one of my dad's buddies, Jim, I do believe. And here we come to the rough part of the road section here. And it is warming up quite nicely today. And my wife seems to be doing well on the back today. Well, I'm not used to this. Cars and stuff. And they're going so slow. There, now I feel better. Let's get some air on the situation. I mean, life's short. You don't have to go so slow. That's a nice well house out there. So they got a nice big water tank, probably to keep it primed. Now, I don't know. I wouldn't buy a big piece of property and just mow everything down and put my house in the middle of a field, would you? I mean, you got to have some trees. And we're going to be making a right down here. Here comes a pack of bikes. All right, here we go. Nice. See what I mean about the bikes? Very cool. And we got this motorhome going our way. Keep going, pal. My goodness. This is like creepy crawly day for us. We're going to come up here. We're going to be making a left here in a minute. You can get off from behind these idiots. Well, they're not idiots. They're just going slow, and my brain is saying idiot. That makes sense to you? It's a nice piece of property. We'll be making a left here on Johnson Road. James Road. Via James Road. There, that's a lot better, huh? But like I always say, if there's no cars in front of you, it's a great day. Especially on a bike, you know. And that is the first time that I've run into that problem. Then we're going to make a left here. A lot of turns to remember. Once you get out here and do the loop, I came out here twice with some guys, and then I remembered where the roads went. Once you memorize everything, you can just come on out and go for a ride. Pick whatever loop you want. I'm doing a 4 or 5 loop series up this way. We already did the vlog number 1. This is vlog number 2. Any suggestions for any improving the vlog, that would be very helpful. This is a new journey for me. I do have a pressure washing channel. You can look that up at Super Blast Pressure Washing, where I film every day's work, and I try to make it fun and entertaining. Nothing better than seeing something go from moldy, dirty to sparkling clean, and it's very painless. Only takes about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes to watch 3-4 jobs get done completely from start to finish. I do try to make it to where it's not so boring. Explain what we're going to do, then I put it on warp speed, and it gets done fast. So if you're local and you want to go for a ride, you want to get away from the hustle and the bustle of the traffic, this is the place to go. Come on out to Brooksville, folks, and take a ride. And then we're going to stop for a minute, and we're going to get off the bike and stretch. And take a load off for a minute. There's some hay. Hay. A lot of hay farmers out here, and this is the field to the left where that came from. It's beautiful out here. Rolling hills, farms, ranches. Good old Florida southern living. Got a lot of people that moved down here from up in the northern states, you know, Vermont, Pennsylvania, New York. A lot of New Yorkers down here. And they always end up choking out, most of them, heading about halfway back. North Carolina's starting to call them halfways. So everybody wants to get away from the hustle and bustle of the Florida heat. You're not used to this heat. It's not real pleasant with 90% humidity, 100% humidity most of the time in the summer, and then it's like 110 heat index. That creates a very, very sticky, hot situation. Even being in a pool isn't pleasant in the middle of the summer down here. I mean, once the water temperature gets past 85 degrees, and what the hell, might as well just go in the house and take a cool shower. We're lucky we have our water in a well. Everybody has a well because we have an acre and a quarter, and it is 72 degree water comes out of the aquifer. It's like drinking a bottle of Zephyr Hills spring water. So when the pool gets too hot, we have a waterfall in our pool, and we run a garden hose right at the top of the waterfall, and then we can just sit and enjoy the pool with some cool water coming down off the waterfall rocks. Stick your head under there, get yourself a cold beverage, and enjoy the day, or the half hour you're in the pool, or whatever it is. You don't want to stay in there too long. Alright. One car, and then we'll stop off here at this store up here. Alright. We'll be right back. We're back. Okay, we're back. The seat is extra comfy, folks. The wife did not want to stop and take a break, which is really cool. Kawasaki did a great job making this bike. I'm really happy that she's comfortable and can enjoy a ride every once in a while. Here comes a guy here on a scooter doing a U-turn. Need to speed it up, brother. Can't be having any of that, right? Alright, this is Road 577, and this is going to take us to Bayhead Road, which I named this loop after. Bayhead Road's a unique road. It's about a lane and a half wide, so I take it once in a while when I'm doing pressure washing. Nice piece of property there with some water on it. Nice little pond. But I take Bayhead Road every once in a while when I cut through the woods to go do a job. And you got to pull over a little bit in the grass to get a car to go by. So it's pretty cool. There's a nice big house on top of the hill with a view of this beautiful lake. We'll be seeing that shortly. Like I said, this is a nice little loop to take. If you got a couple hours that you want to get out, get on the bike. There's a nice lake right there. Beautiful. A lot of nice properties down here in Florida. Hey, those cows aren't dummies. They're in the shade. Speaking of which, we are on our Kawasaki 2019 Versys 650, equipped with everything you need. And it also, I didn't mention before, has a USB port right down there for charging camera batteries, telephones, and what have you. The GPS is direct wired, and it comes right off, on and off the bike. Just press the clip and it slides you right off. No wires to unplug or disconnect. It's got nice contacts on the stand, and it's got contacts on the back of the GPS. So it is important to keep that out of the rain and the water. So when it's not in use, if I don't have that GPS on there, I usually put a plastic bag over the mount to keep the moisture off of those contacts. So that'll keep it nice and fresh, and it'll always work for you. That's a unique GPS. It has a feature, adventure rides. So what you do is you hit that, and then it definitely shows where you're at. Then you just touch the screen wherever you want your bike to go, and you can just make your own loop. And then you can also choose how severe you want the curves and hills and incline. So when you go to the mountains, man, that thing's cool. You can do some adventure routes. And that's always a lot of fun. And this is Johnson Road here. It's another little loop you can do. You can take this Johnson Road, which is going to take you down to Bellamy Brothers, just the same as Bayhead Road. It's also going to take you down to Bellamy Brothers Road, which will take us back to the flashing red light that we started the journey. That makes the loop what it is. And this is going to be Bayhead Road coming up here. Right here is Bayhead Road, I do believe. Yeah, this is Bayhead. Come off the top of the hill here. Alright, so we're on Bayhead Road. This will get us back to Bellamy Brothers, and like I said, this is a unique road. It's only a lane and a half wide when you get to certain parts on it. But it's really cool. If you have a piece of property out here, it'd be really nice. Nice and quiet. Now, I hardly ever see any cars on this at all. So you usually have it to yourself, and you can come through here, and it's a little bumpy and stuff, so I wouldn't be hot rodding it through. Beautiful. Beautiful piece of property right there. There's an old barn right there. Kind of reminds you of being in the mountains, in the Appalachian Mountains. They used to build barns and cabins like that. Just plain square boxes, fireplace, little place to cook. Back in the old days, man, that's all you had. You didn't have any of this luxury you got today. And it wasn't that long ago. You know, you can go back to, you know, 1920, 1945. People were still living kind of primitive back then. Building stuff out of logs and living a simple life. Before cell phones and social media. Nice little log cabin thing. Now my wife's a really good passenger too. You don't even know she's back there. She leans in all the corners. It makes for a nice ride together. And I think that after this ride, I think my wife might want to do a little bit more riding. See if I can't get her to go to the mountains with me for a couple days. It would be wonderful if I can do that. This way she can go on 2 vacations a year as well. But when I retire, we're going to go on probably 4 or 5 vacations together every year. And I'll just do the bike trip. 1 or 2 bike trips a year. We'll see what happens. Who knows what retirement's going to bring. See how the road gets a little narrow? It's tight. These are nice properties. It's the only thing I need in this life. Look at that cow out there. He's in the shade. He's like, all right, everybody stay away from that tree, man. This is my spot. Funny. Ooh, get a little bumpy here. This is so nice out here. There's a little housing place. Bayhead Landings. This is so nice out here. That's a small house. Easy to take care of, right? Go Bolts. Hockey fans. Ah, I smell a fire burning. That's another thing. When you own a big piece of property, you got some woods, you can get your logs for free. Just keep your eye on your trees. When you see one that's dying, just cut it down. Stack that wood high. But it is beautiful. Well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ding the bell to be notified of all the vlogging that I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be doing a how to pack for a trip when you're trailering your motorcycles. So that'll include you know, trailer gear and what you need to bring to make everything safe, hold your bike secure. I'm using all American products. I got Rhino tie-down straps. They're made for motorcycles and ATVs. And they're made in the United States. So I've been trying to buy products that are made here. And I'm getting ready to go ahead and pull the trigger on a trailer. I rent a trailer every year. U-Haul's got that thing up to $400 and something for the rental. I only have it for 7 days, 8 days, whatever it is. So that's a little pricey. So I'm going to go ahead and get one, spend a few grand on it. I think I'm going to buy one, then get rhino coating like they use for bed liners. Go ahead and do that. Make it so I can haul up to 4 bikes. I have 3, and I take them all when I go on the trip. I mean, if you got 3 bikes, why leave 2 at home? And I usually go as a solo rider. I have a friend that says that she is going to be joining me this year. I haven't seen my friend in over 40 years, so it'll be nice. She definitely knows how to ride. She grew up doing dirt bikes, and just an all-around good person. So, see how that plays out. But as it stands right now, my buddy Gordon has a bad back and some other issues going on in his life, so he's going to pass this time around. Hopefully he gets his back fixed. Nothing worse than having a back that doesn't feel good. You don't know how lucky you are when you have your health and you're able to do whatever you want. So I hope he gets better there. And my friend Mary, she's in good shape, so she'll be able to go on the ride, and this way I'll have somebody with me, and it's always safer if you have somebody go with you as well. That's a plus. So we'll see how it works out. Usually it works out to where I end up going by myself, and that's okay as well. You just have to take things slow, be careful, and make sure you don't do anything stupid to hurt yourself. Sure, accidents happen, but then you also let someone know, like my wife at home, what I'm going to be doing for the day, what roads I'm going to be riding on, what time I'm leaving, check in at certain times during the day, make sure she knows I'm okay. And that makes it safe. The trip is as safe as you're going to make it. Let's put it that way. Of course, you don't have control over what some other person might be doing while you're on the trip. But if you keep your eyes open, your eyes peeled, and you do safety in an anal retentive way, you should be okay. Don't ever count on people to do the things that are right to stay safe. A lot of people don't see motorcycles, so I have I always keep my lights on low beam, so I have a flashing mechanism over here. So when I see somebody coming, I flash. If somebody's coming out of a side road or something, you get flashed. It alerts you, and I see people jam on their brakes more than not when I do flash. So that means they were going to pull out in front because they didn't really see you. Motorcycles kind of blend themselves into the landscape a lot of days. A lot of people aren't looking for a motorcycle, so they're looking for cars and trucks and what have you. But anyway, this is the South Loop. So all you guys over there in the local riders group should go ahead and come on out here and go for a spin. Check some of these loops out. The next time I come out, I'll try to mention all the roads I was on. I tried to mention them all by name. There's a couple of them that I didn't mention. But it takes a couple times to come out here and do the loop before you get to know it. And as you can see, we have the flashing yellow light coming right here, and that's going to bring us to the end of the loop. And I'd like to tell you one more time, if you can subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. Please leave a comment any suggestions on how to make things better would be fantastic. And if you can share the channel with your friends, maybe get some other people to check it out, that would be awesome as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. And remember, do keep it shiny side up. Honey, let's go ahead and say goodbye. That's going to end the South Vlog.